So, you want to know about Pmel. Okay. You don't even know what Pmel stands for. Dang, what is Pmel? Why have I never ran into Pmel personnel before? So, in today's video, I'm about to explain that to you. I'm about to help y'all. For all my Pmelians. But, in today's video, I'm going to explain what Pmel is. So, Pmel stands for Precision Measurement Equipment Laboratory. Your tech school will be based out in Keesler Air Force Base. You will be in tech school for, there's a new course, so now you will be there for like 80-something-ish days. But you want to actually know what your job will consist of. Our customer comes in with a position scale and it's out of tolerance. Tyrone, what does out of tolerance even mean? Okay, so it basically is not reading correctly. They put on 150 pounds of a standard weight and it's reading 170. So the scale is out of tolerance. So basically with Pmel, and what we do in our job is we calibrate equipment to make sure it does what it's supposed to do. It reads what it's supposed to read, and it's functioning the way the manufacturers intended it to be. With our job, unless this is everything I had to go through. So my tech school was 101 academic days, but I was in tech school from January 24th to July 30th. And I was in AFI. AFI is awaiting further instruction because I waited for my class to start February 19th. But I enjoy tech school. I enjoy Pmel, and I'm very excited for Pmel. My job, well, my experience on the tech school will be different from you guys's because I did that old course, but soldering was fun. Hands-on blocks was fun. Electrical blocks was fun too. It's a fun experience. Pmel is definitely one of those jobs that is very underrated. It's under the radar, but for a good reason. There's not a lot of people that has that job. It's like 800 people in all of the Air Force. Pmel could go a decent amount of places. Like we could go overseas and we could also go stateside. We could only deploy in LUD. Different terms that you would hear, at least in tech school, just to help give you like insight a little bit, is intolerance, out of tolerance, customer approved limitation, unknown, intolerance adjusted, out of tolerance adjusted, like just things like that. There's a lot of cool equipment that you will work with, which is amazing. You work with your hands a lot, you work in a lab. The lab is always, the temperature is always stable, it's always very steady. The temperature and the relative humidity. But I'm going to Vegas, Nellis Air Force Base, and I'm really excited. So if anybody is there and anybody want to hang out, we could play basketball, we could box, we could spar, kickboxing, wrestling, boxing. We could go hiking. I like eating, but like clean foods though. So we go get acai bowls, smoothies, chicken, rice, just anything like I eat a lot of whole foods. But yeah, it's Pmel. Okay, let me get back on track. My fault, y'all. But if you want me to go more in depth, you can DM me on Instagram at AWSTy. and, or is it SWA? Or it's one of them, but yeah, we could do that, and I could like tell you more if that's what you're wanting, is more. But Pmel is definitely, if you have that job on your list, or if your recruiter brings it up to you, you should for sure say yes and choose it. It's a really cool job. It's a nice job. I didn't even have Pmel on my list, and when I was doing research on Pmel, there wasn't a lot of research to do with Pmel. So I want to be that YouTuber in the military, specifically Air Force, that's known for Pmel content. And in tech school, it just content wasn't what I was mainly focused on. But I wanted to do like day in the lives or just stuff like that. Even though I couldn't, y'all wouldn't be able to see what I was actually doing in class, but just like what I did in the day, what time I woke up, ate for breakfast, chow, what I ate for lunch, chow, what I did after we got released, how I trained in the gym, what different restaurants or stores I go to, like just basically little stuff like that. Some clips of me playing basketball, what I ate for dinner, chow, and then my nightly routine. But a lot of content like that will be coming out when I get to Nellis. I'm almost off of rap. This is my last week on rap. And then yeah, I will actually be embarking on operational, you know what I'm saying? And I'm driving to my duty station as well. But Pmel is definitely one of them jobs. There's a lot of math in Pmel, a lot of math. You're going to be using a lot of calculators, a lot of scientific method, engineering method. So get familiar with nano, micro, milli, kilo, mega, giga when dealing with numbers, because you're going to be using that a lot. And I know that doesn't make sense now, but it will in the future. There's a lot of applied science. There's also a lot of talking about frequency, capacitance, voltage, current. There's something, and that's all for electrical. There's something called TAR, that's for hands-on. But depending on what you vibe with more, like there's different sections of the lab. There's K1, K9, K8, K6, K4, K3. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of different sections. Half of it is electrical, the other half is hands-on, and then there's a special half. But wherever you mess with the best, that's where you will get put in your lab. So if you're more of a hands-on person, you like to actually see stuff, you like to feel the weight, you like to deal with torque, pressure, linear, then you're gonna vibe with that more. You're gonna have a natural affinity for that. Think of it like a freaking Hunter x Hunter. Whether you're a specialist, conjurer, enhancer, it's just like that. If you're electrical, if you vibe more with just clicking buttons and not really seeing like a lot, if that makes sense, but you understand the background of it, and you like to deal with current, frequency, voltage, sound, like stuff like that. Both are cool. I enjoy both. But yeah, you're gonna vibe with that more. You're just gonna have a natural gravitation towards that. But Pmel is definitely nice. If you have any questions in the comments, let me know. But that's the video. I love y'all. Make sure y'all like, make sure y'all comment, make sure lastly y'all subscribe. And I love y'all. Like genuinely, I love y'all. Y'all are my family. I will be coming out with videos very, very often, very, very frequently. I know I've been slacking recently, y'all. I know. But as I was. Peace!